This month, Streaming Things is brought to you by the super patrons, and I'm about to shout them out. Thank you so much to Chester Copperpot, Jade, Jillian Morgan, Aaron Layton, Adam Horn, Andrew Gray, Casey McCain, Crystal Trujillo, Jen Robinson, John Collins, Kalisha Reeves, Kate, Kiki Newton, Stanton, Valerie, and Will Nash.
Welcome back. My name is Chris.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things Horror Edition. No. Horror Edition. Not Horror Edition. That's the After Hours.
I didn't know I didn't have anything for that one.
So we were going to talk about our top 10 favorite horror films of all time. Or at least I thought we were. Then I realized Steve's only seen 10 horror films. His list would have just been, here's the 10 I've seen.
There's Final Destination.
The Thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
You guys want to listen to the same 3 movies I've talked about on the podcast this year already?
So instead, Andy took it upon himself to make a horror movie themed Jeopardy quiz. I don't know why he's doing that movement, but that's just Andy, baby.
I'm excited.
Put your head back in its position.
Andy is like, Andy is
out of that headspace.
You are the horror master out of all of us, so it's only fitting that you would become the puppet master for us on this episode.
Indeed, I'm the wish master.
The pumpkin head. How many more references to 80s villains? Candyman.
Candyman, that's a 90s villain.
So, like,
Hey, Andy.
all right, man. Team 1, Team 2. I'm Team 1. Steve's Team 2. Let's just do that. I'm right off the fucking bat.
All right, then.
Read off the categories to us. What's going on?
So we got 5 categories here, and they the names were made pretty quickly and last minute.
Sure.
But we got the 5 categories are He's Just a Boy.
You just a boy.
Slash or Bash.
Slash or not slash or bash, which is a fun game I want to now play.
It was a slasher bash.
Slash or bash.
Slash or Bash. Paranormal Party. Horror Comedy Rompity. Sorry, guys. I did
Horror
the best I could.
comedy
like it.
rompity.
Comedy rompity.
We have Stephen the King.
I like it.
After you, Sir Stephen.
Thank you, good sir.
My lord.
Lord of Kisses.
Okay. I love it. And so I'm first.
So let's go by who's. Yeah, you can be first. That's fine.
We could play a game for first too, because that's kind of you can run the board, so that's kind of an advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
So you want to rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
Okay.
Andy, will you officiate so the audio listener knows we're doing? Are we going on shoot?
It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yes.
Okay. Are we doing 2 out of 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Standard American rules. 2 out of 3.
Okay.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That was 1 for Steve.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That is 2 for Steve.
Wow.
Team 2. Anticlimactic. All right.
I thought I was going to put up more of a fight there. You saw me coming a mile away. Paper than rock, baby.
All right. Steve.
Don't worry, you're gonna have the board soon enough, I'm sure.
Let me close my other tabs, get rid of that porn.
I like how you're screen recording for the YouTube as well. And you just had, I don't know what up.
It was out of screen record. Steve, pick your category.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with the category I feel like I have somewhat of a shot in. Let's go with horror comedy rompity for 100.
All right, Steve. What's the name of the pub in Shaun of the Dead?
What is the Winchester?
How do I reveal?
Spacebar.
Spacebar.
Nailed it.
Oh, hold on. Do I still have the...
Oh, the ding.
I don't have the dings. I took them off.
All right.
Ding. I can do it from now on. Ding.
Well, maybe I can do like, if we're correct, you get a... And if you get it wrong...
That works.
Okay, all right. We're doing an audible here.
All right, so that's 100 points for team 2.
That's me.
And press escape to continue.
Okay.
There we go. Let's just keep going down that board. Give me horror comedy rompity for 200, my friend.
In Army of Darkness, what does Ash call his shotgun?
What is my boomstick? Oh. Yeah.
The boomstick.
The boomstick.
The boomstick.
Okay. I see where this is going.
Accept it.
Escape.
Okay.
All right. Steve.
Just let's keep this train rolling.
Run the rompities,
Let's do
he's
it.
saying.
Let's run the rompity.
All right. Horror comedy rompity for 300 is in Zombieland, Tallahassee, played by Woody Harrelson, is on a quest to find what?
Oh, what is a Twinkie?
Dang, I thought I was going to steal.
Boom. Hell yeah. I'm like feeling really good about myself now.
You should. You should.
Give me that 400,
You're a good
Daddy.
person.
Right, give me that 400.
In Cabin in the Woods, Steve Hadley always bets that the same evil entity will be summoned. What does he bet on?
I do actually like this movie, but I honestly don't know. What is the Sasquatch?
You went straight Sasquatch?
I went Squatch.
Chris, chance to steal.
I'm not confident enough to go negative
Right off the
400
bat.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Safe play.
Okay. So the hint, now that it's off the board, he does ultimately get killed by this monster. Does that help either of you?
Honestly, I'm not even 100% sure who Steve
I don't know
Hadley
which
is.
character Steve Hadley is.
Is that the dude who was on the West Wing?
It was.
It's not Chris Hemsworth because he dies on the
It's
motorcycle.
the dude that was in Billy Madison.
Yeah, so in West Wing, yeah, he's like, okay.
He always bets on the same thing. He always bets on
Mermaid.
the
A merman.
Merman.
That's right.
Merman.
Merman.
Right.
I was going to say werewolf.
So Steve,
Werewolf.
back to you. Is that how that works?
No, so it's his.
Chris? Okay.
It's
I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm curious what I'm going to go. He's just a boy for 100 just to see what the fuck that is.
He's just a boy.
He's just a boy.
All right.
boy.
Johnny Depp started his career with this seminal horror classic.
That would be Nightmare on Elm Street. What is Nightmare on Elm Street? Yes.
Nailed it.
Good job, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
What
I
was
still don't understand the category. I almost said,
maybe it's like when they were young. Like
yeah,
so Johnny
now I
Depp was a
do, but
baby.
like, I don't know how I can keep that going. I'm scared.
Originally, I called it Baby Killers.
I'm glad you changed it.
That's, I draw my line there.
I'm going to
Just let him
go.
fight.
Did you have to look up any of these answers?
Maybe one or two of the 500s.
I was trying to gauge how hard the 500s were. Did you see what I did there, Steve?
Yeah.
I'm a cheater.
Subtle. I don't think he noticed.
I'm going to go. He's just a boy for 200.
He's just a boy.
Paul Rudd's second ever film role was in what horror franchise?
Jesus.
What? That's a 200?
Paul Rudd's second ever film role was in what horror franchise?
So it's a film franchise, horror franchise
Sure,
that
I'm
is
following.
big enough to where there's a bunch. Paul Rudd was in one.
Trying to think, baby boy.
So there's only really, it's kind of like a multiple choice of like three major horror
I feel like he was in a Halloween movie. but
Okay.
Part of me's thinking.
Final answer?
It's a Scream. I'm going to say, what is Halloween? Yeah.
Oh,
He was in Halloween 6,
The Curse of Michael Myers. Yeah, baby. All right. Now I'm kind of scared of he's just a boy.
so we can just say like a random fig, like, oh, it's in this franchise and we get it right?
That for that
that
question,
one.
yes.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
I'm going to say
I wish
Slasher
I
Bash.
grew up with Andy as
100.
my friend.
Which horror villain has the highest body count? Is it A, Leatherface, B, Jason Voorhees, C, Jigsaw, or 4, Freddy Kreuger?
It's definitely not Leatherface. And I can't see how it would be Jigsaw. And I don't think it's Freddy Kreuger.
Does Jigsaw technically kill people?
That's a good point. He might have a body count of 0. I'm going to go Jason Voorhees. All right. 170 kills.
Massive body count.
Dude, that boy goes into the future and kills people.
And space.
Jason
legacy.
Voorhees with a bullet, and mostly because he's had so many fucking movies.
Yeah. He's
There's
a good
been
character.
like 12 of them shits.
Remember that time where he went to New York and he punched a dude's head off?
Yes. Actually, I always want to help that guy box every time.
All right, Chris.
He's being a brave boy.
On a roll?
I am on a roll. I'm doing okay. I'm going to go Slasher Bash 200.
Slasher Bash.
What famous horror character was killed in a boiler room prior to the events of the film?
That is Freddy Kreuger. Boom.
Boom. Running the board. I knew that one.
You did.
I did
You're
know
a
that
smart
one.
man. You're smart, man. I'm going to go horror comedy Rompity 500.
You're scooping my heat.
Name 2 of the 3 rules to owning a mogwai from Gremlins.
Ooh.
Never get them wet. Never feed them after midnight.
Nailed it.
I don't know the third
For a
one.
bonus, no? For bonus points?
Oh, what the third rule is?
Anybody?
Don't name them Stripe. Don't expose them to light.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they die.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I remember that now.
Chris.
I'm glad you said 2 out of the 3 because
Yeah.
I would have been like,
Tried to make it fair.
I'm really glad that the seminal 80s movie that I grew up watching was the 500, not the 400 with the merman.
All right. So the score right now is Chris with 1,100 and Steve with 600. So far, there hasn't been a question. Well, no, merman didn't get answered, but nobody's lost points.
I'm gonna do a Hail Mary to try to just get Steve back in the game. I'm gonna go slash or bash for 500.
For 500.
He's
Okay.
brave.
Michael Myers' mask was modeled on what famous actor? Does he know the answer?
He knows.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe that's not a 500 question. And
Okay.
here's what's funny. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
To remember William Shatner. Hardly know her.
How could you forget?
I don't know. I
Bill
was
Shatner.
talking hella shit, and I was like, "Wait, what is his fucking name?" Oh no!
Oh, that'd have been so funny if you're talking all
Steve
this
would have
Matt
loved it.
game, and
I
then
had
you're
the
just
same
like,
experience
Bill
when I was
Pullman.
coming up with the questions.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was actually kind of hard. I was like, the fucking Star Trek guy.
I don't remember the name. I'm stabbing a lady.
I've seen the movie, but I'm not a fan.
So, Paranormal Party for 500.
Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. In The Exorcist, how does Father Karras defeat the demon that's beginning to possess him?
He masturbates with a crucifix.
That's what I'd do.
Wait, that wasn't him. Father Karras, that son of a bitch. I read the book too, but it is not availing me at this moment.
Just Donald Pleasance. Is that who plays Father Karras?
It's the one that's not Max von Sydow.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know the actor's name.
Is Donald Pleasance in Exorcist? Am I just like having a total brain fart?
I don't recall.
I'm thinking of Halloween, I think.
That's a character from Star Wars again, Steve.
I know Max. We know who Max von Sydow is.
It's played by Jason Miller.
How does Father Karras defeat the Doesn't he jump off a roof?
Oh, there's
Is it gray area?
The game character.
There's a gray area there.
I feel like he leaps.
Off of a roof, maybe potentially. Andy's considering it.
Do you want to rephrase that?
He falls off a roof.
Out of a window?
Okay, there it is. He jumps out of a window.
I did it!
Yay!
I'm unstoppable, Steve.
Why did I high five him? I'm losing.
You're done.
The score is 2,100 to 600.
I got a chance.
And Chris
Stephen the King for 500.
running the board for 500.
How many piggies? does
Henry
Steve have?
Thomas Elliot from E.T. has been in 4 Stephen King adaptations. Name 2.
Other than E.T.?
That's
E.T.'s not
about
a
an
Stephen
E.T.
King.
Oh, yeah, duh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Off to a good start. I'm going to go Shawshank Redemption, easy. And then, Elliot from E.T. I think Steve's going to get this. This is Steve's territory.
I'm not going to get this.
Really?
No, I'm not super hip on Henry Thomas's
Oeuvre.
IMDb. Yeah,
I'm
I know
gonna,
he pops up in like what's the Haunting of Hill House.
I'm going to say Pet Cemetery just around the time. I'm going to go around the time. Pet Cemetery seems like a good one. We need a child actor, right?
Don't
Henry
go down
Thomas.
that road.
Don't go down that road. I'm going to say Pet Cemetery, and then I'm going to go Christine's too early, Carrie's too early. Yeah, I'm going to go Pet Cemetery and Carrie.
Massive thumbs down.
Massive. He says.
I thought that you were going to get one of these for sure.
I'm passing.
He was in Nightmares and Dreamscapes, Desperation, Gerald's Game, and Dr.
Oh,
Sleep.
he grew up to be that guy. I didn't even know that's who that is.
Yeah.
He's the guy that's in all the Flanagan stuff. Mm-hmm. The dad.
That's what I said. Like he was in Haunting of Hill House.
I should have listened to you more closely.
All right.
I picked a bunch of like child actor, like right after ET type stuff. Damn.
All right, Steve, it's back to you.
Deduct from me.
Oh, okay. Back in the
Let's
game.
see. Let's do He Just a Boy for 300.
The legendary Kevin Bacon appeared in this 1980 horror classic.
What is Friday the 13th?
Boom.
Nailed
I
it.
knew that one.
I knew that one, baby.
He gets a
He did the Bowie.
he gets killed on the bed.
Steve. Steve did the Bowie.
Let's continue that. He Just a Boy for 400. 400.
I reckon ain't nobody.
Jennifer
gonna die today.
Aniston started her career with this comedy horror film.
What is Leprechaun? Boom.
Nailed it.
You know what? Fuck it. He Just a Boy for 500.
All right, then, going for gold. Leonardo DiCaprio's first film role was in this creepy crawly horror film franchise.
What is? Ooh, his first film. Could it be Arachnophobia? It's creepy crawly made me think of
Yeah,
that.
I was with you. I was like, I think that's way too late. That's after What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah. That's what had me confused. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's after that. But
Chris, chance to steal?
It's escaping me what horror film he would have been in post Growing Pains. Creepy crawly. Damn.
I'm blanking. I was about to say a movie. I was about to say The Good Son, but I was like, no, that's Macaulay Culkin.
I'm gonna
Elijah
pass.
Wood.
All right, guys. I tried to give it to you in the question. The answer was Critters. He was
3.
in Critters 3.
Oh, Critters 3.
That was another one where I gave you the franchise.
Right.
Like if you said
Oh,
Critters,
sure.
I would have been happy with it. All right,
I'm not a big Critters guy.
Yeah, I honestly forget those movies exist.
All right, so Steve
I don't think I've seen one of those.
loses points on that one.
It does.
All right.
And now it's my turn to choose
1,600 to 800.
I'm still got a chance.
Slasher Bash for 300.
In American Psycho, Patrick Bateman, played by Christian Bale, murders Paul Allen, played by Jared Leto, after playing and discussing the music of this band.
You know this is my
one of my-
kryptonite.
This is one of my favorite movies ever.
He's like, no, and he goes and gets the axe while Jared Leto's sitting there. And he, where you at, man? And I can see the scene. He's sitting on the couch, and then he notices he's putting on the whole time he's putting on plastic and shit and zipping his little thing up. That sounded like a weird phrase, but you know what I meant.
Zipping that thing.
They are talking about
Who is it? Who is it? Name a band.
The Clash.
Wow, wow, wow. I know you know this.
Andy, I would like to steal. It is Huey Lewis in the News.
That's right.
Nailed it.
New York. And anyway,
What song is he playing during that scene?
I don't recall.
Is it
honestly?
That'd be funny if it was like Hip to Be Square. Hip to Be Square. I just love that little shuffle that he does. Like, hey, Walter. And it just whacks him with the axe in the face. Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. The past couple years have been a struggle for many of us. When you're struggling like that, it can be easy to focus on all your problems rather than the ways you can solve them. If this sounds familiar to you, maybe a therapist can change your way of thinking to become a better problem solver. Many of you know that my wife and I recently separated, and I've been silently struggling through that for a while. I wanted some help dealing with the problems that situation brought, so I gave BetterHelp a try. It was honestly such an easy experience. I answered a brief questionnaire, said what I was looking for in a therapist, and before I knew it, I was paired up with a therapist of my choosing. Together, we are making goals to help get the tools I need to become a better problem solver. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, I highly recommend BetterHelp. It's easy, accessible, and most of all, affordable. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/streamingthings today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/streamingthings.
And now a word from our sponsor. And this week, it's Wondery. Go deeper into the canals of Numenor, the mines of Khazad-dûm, and more with the official The Lord of the Rings of Power podcast. Host Felicia Day. Otherwise known as Nerd Royalty.
The queen herself.
She's from Critical Role. She was in The Guild.
Yeah.
She was in The Magicians, Supernatural.
Dr. Horrible Sing-Along.
Dr. Horrible Sing-Along with deep cut for only the coolest of cools. Yep, she's the host, but also has special guests to provide an inside look at the groundbreaking series and what it took to bring Middle-earth to life. Each episode is a recipe for strong gravy. That's what Disa would say.
She absolutely would.
And features exclusive interviews with the series showrunners, J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, including the very first full breakdown of the incredible season finale. Felicia also goes behind the scenes with the cast and crew to bring you jaw-dropping stories and Easter eggs you won't want to miss. We're talking Mithril. We're talking Elven lore, Valinor, maybe Numenorian. We don't know how deep they go. Hopefully not too deep.
But you can listen to it greedily.
Yeah,
all right.
Please don't delve too deep.
So rattle your dags, quick sticks, go subscribe to that RSS feed. Do it now.
Absolutely. Watch The Rings of Power on Prime Video and listen to all 8 episodes of the official The Lord of the Rings of Power podcast for free on Amazon Music. Download the Amazon Music app now. Damn.
All of a sudden, the score is a lot closer. 1300 to 11.
You know, it would never cross my mind to consider that movie a horror film for some reason, even though like
murders happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Feed me a kitten. What should we do, Chris?
You should probably get back in the game and start with some 100s.
Okay, Paranormal Party for 100. I kind of forget what the point of this one is.
What was the name of the little boy in The Omen?
What is? I've never seen The Omen. What is
all for you.
Damien?
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
There's points to Steve.
Just a boy.
Of Satan.
Paranormal Party for 200.
All right. Now, I gave you guys a hint when we first started recording here. What's the name of the little boy in Child's Play?
He gave us a hint.
I did.
Did he? I don't. Was it like, hey guys, I'm giving you a hint?
It's very obvious.
I think I remember his name, but I'm not sure.
What is Andy?
Yep, that's what it is.
Tied ball game. Oh, no, it's not. That was a 200. Steve took the lead.
Baby, I'm the king of horror. Stephen King for 100.
I started out the recording by going handy. And so that was Stephen the King for 100.
Stephen the King.
11 from Stranger Things has telekinetic powers. Which Stephen King film also features a telekinetic protagonist?
What is Carrie?
Dang.
I almost said, what is Firestarter? And that's Pyrokinetic.
They're all going to laugh at you.
Oh boy. Stephen the King for 200.
What is the name of the hotel in The Shining?
Oh, I don't think I know this actually.
Yes, you do. It's pop culture.
It's pop culture, baby.
It's a bedrock.
It's a bedrock. It's not the Winchester. That's the bar in Shaun of the Dead.
Go to the blank and wait for all this to blow over. All work and no play.
I honestly don't know if I can remember.
There's a bar in Cincinnati named after this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tokyo Kitty?
It's actually owned by the same people.
Oh, cool. Who owns Tokyo Kitty? I don't know, man. What is the snooty fox?
Or Chris, Chance to Steal.
What is the Overlook Hotel?
Nailed it.
Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you.
All right.
Man, if you'd watched Ready Player One, you'd have definitely known that.
Oh, how the turntables. Chris is back on top, 1,500 to 1,300.
This is actually the closest game of Jeopardy we've ever played.
This is maybe the only game of Jeopardy that we've been positive numbers.
Steve ran down a bunch of 80s movies and just cleaned house after stealing with a music question. Like all of our training is coming into play here, except for I fucked up the knowing the shows that I love because I didn't know who Henry Thomas was.
That's okay, man.
I was like, that's the dad.
There's the dad.
Okay. I'm going to go Stephen the King. I regret it. Stephen the King for 300. I should have went Slash or Bash.
What character did Finn Wolfhard and Bill Hader play in the rebooted It?
The fucking funny guy, man.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, unless your name is Georgie, I don't know your fucking name in those movies.
Hey, Georgie. I know that they all float down there.
They do.
There's a Beverly. Isn't the girl's name Beverly?
It is. And she went, the actress that played her, the young version of her, went on to be in an awesome show called I'm Not Okay With This, which got canceled after one season. And
I'm not okay with that.
And it was awesome.
It was a good show.
Right? Like there was a huge
And it
cliffhanger.
ended on such a fucking cliffhanger.
It was insane. I want to say Elliot, but I feel like that's the one with glasses and the inhaler who always has like medicine. His mom's super overprotective.
Yeah.
I feel like his name is Elliot.
If only we could
The director was Andy Muschietti.
That is true. Spitting facts.
Bill Skarsgård played Pennywise. Any of this helped me.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Bill Hader is in a show called Barry. That's phenomenal.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a writer on SNL. And
Bill is
South
short
Park.
for William.
With Shakespeare. I get it. Like 7 degrees. Finn Wolfhard. Damn it. Elliot is definitely the nerdy kid. It's like,
Got it?
it's like,
Does he have it?
it's like Paul. There's Paul, his brother.
It's like Paul, but it's not Paul.
Paul might be his brother.
Did he have a brother?
He did. When he was a kid, his brother's the one that he did. His brother was,
But that not Finn Wolfhard.
I'm thinking of the guy. I'm thinking of Georgie's brother.
Yeah, you're thinking of Georgie's brother.
All right, we're going to need an answer.
Steven. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Steve, chance to steal.
I'm going to do a big old pass on that one, brother.
His name was Richie.
Richie. Hey, Richie.
Richie.
You
Am I
seen
right,
Georgie?
boys?
Yeah, okay.
All right, back to you, Steve.
Damn it.
Let's do Slash.
Chapter
Bash
2
for
was
400.
so bad. I deleted all the characters from
Yeah,
my...
chapter 2 was awful.
I did see a tweet that
Except
was
for
really
Bill Hader.
A tweet like 3 days ago where someone's like, "It Chapter 2 is is literally the longest movie ever made. Don't fact check me on that."
It feels like it. Slash or Bash for 400.
Wait, are we on Steve now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just,
All right, Steve.
I was bringing us back.
Casey Becker, one of Ghostface's first kills in
Great.
Scream, is played by what actor or actress?
One of the first kills?
One of the first
Okay, so it's debatable what you would
First on-screen
if
kill?
if you tell people the first kill, this is the name that comes to mind.
Drew Barrymore. Who is Drew Barrymore? Okay.
The reality is that the first kill was her boyfriend, who she sees be killed outside the window. But when you say the first kill,
Right, I
people are
immediately
gonna
thought of Drew
think
Barrymore.
Barrymore. Yeah. So that's why I said one of the first kills.
Do you like scary
Give him his
movies?
points.
Oh, yep.
17.
Give me my
Point.
points, Andy.
Points for Steve.
Okay, it's still anybody's game. Don't fuck it up, Steve.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure from this side of the room.
No, don't mess it up.
I'm feeling a lot of
It's your
pressure
big
from this side of the room.
You could take the
just
title
saying.
of Mr.
Just focus on
President.
this side of the room. It's
just
all
saying,
good.
I'm just
It's
saying.
all good vibes over here.
I'm gonna have to ask you to get up off my nuts.
No.
Oh, no, he's biting now. Oh shit. Yeah, let's go with Paranormal Party for 3.
All right, let's do this. This series of films features the true life experiences of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren.
It's the Annabelle franchise, but it's not Annabelle. What is their franchise? What is the Conjuring? Yeah.
Is Steve gonna squeak this out?
Oh, I could still tie Steve if I get the last 2.
Well, he could get these wrong.
If I get them wrong, I lose points.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It wouldn't be a tie. Well, if he got it
You flat out
wrong,
win.
if he got it wrong and I didn't steal and then I got it right, it's still a tie. So there's still multiple ways to tie.
Yep.
Oh, this game. This is getting down. This is getting down.
Did you
to that
think of a
famous show, The
final
Wire.
Jeopardy question?
No, but I will.
I never do either.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Paranormal Party for 400. Here we go.
In Sinister, what was Ellison, played by Ethan Hawke's profession?
Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
He was
bananas.
not a Jesus tap dancing Christ.
So Sinister is the one where he's got like the film reels and there's like a weird dude in the film reels, right?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I'm going to say that Ethan Hawke was a
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. He was,
Ethan Hawke.
dude, I don't fucking know. Ethan Hawke was a writer.
Whoa! What? He just won the game.
Yeah, that was a winner right
Well, I
there,
mean,
dude.
We have to do the Final Jeopardy, though. He can pull away in Final Jeopardy.
We're gonna have to. This question is worth 1,200
You
points.
still got one more question, right? Or do you not do the last question?
Well, I can do the last question. If I get it wrong, then that only makes it better for you in Final Jeopardy.
What are the rules? Would you normally have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You
that
have to clear the board.
sense. Okay.
Yeah, there's not like a point where Alex Trebek's like, well, we're done here.
I got to come up with the last Jeopardy question stat. All right, Steve, you ready?
Yeah, Stephen the King for 400.
Wait, did I give you your points for that?
Yeah.
Okay. This person has appeared in more Stephen King adaptations than any other person.
So like movie adaptations, right? It's like an actor.
Adaptations.
Adaptation. Red Dawn adaptation. This person has appeared in more Stephen King adaptations than any other person. Let me think. I'm thinking. I'm putting it in my brain,
Ben Affleck.
and I'm thinking, dude, what? There's so many. I can't even think
Carl
of an
Weathers.
actor who is in multiple adaptations. Is
Morgan
it,
Well,
Freeman.
I just had Henry Thomas as a question.
Morgan Freeman.
oh, so the adaptations count as TV shows as well as movies?
Adaptations.
Oh, that changes everything.
Does it?
Is it that dude?
That dude,
Changes everything.
Henry Thomas?
Is it? What is Henry Thomas?
I
Who is-
think it's a trick question.
Are you going to take it?
I think it's a trick question, Andy.
Are you going to pass?
Okay.
Are you going to take it?
I think the answer is Stephen King.
Nailed it.
Because he's always in his own shit.
I'll high five you for that shit.
That was pretty good, right? Good question.
I intentionally said this person, not this actor. Yep. Stephen King.
Give me my
has been in
points.
I gotta pay
21
attention to the words you're
Stephen
not
King
saying.
adaptations. So that makes the score 2,000
To 1600.
1,600. Okay, now we need to come up with a final Jeopardy.
Am I currently winning?
You are.
Plan this ahead. Yes, you are up by 400 points. Okay.
What am I going to bet?
Let me think about
Can
this
you
for a second.
can you bet it up to the entirety, right?
Yeah,
And
yes.
what happens if you it just doubles?
All in.
Is that a Rounders
All in
reference?
6 million. All in.
That's a Rounders reference.
Okay. Bear with
It's
me.
a John
for a second, you
Malkovich
guys.
Russian accent.
All in.
All in. What does he eat? Oreos?
6 million. I don't know.
I know he eats cookies.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know where that reference is. I just know my friend John says it all the time.
It's John Malkovich in Rounders at the end.
okay.
He's playing Matt Damon in poker.
All in.
All
6
in.
million.
And he's doing this absurd Russian. I love that movie. Edward Norton's in it as well. Highly recommend it. If you guys like poker movies. Okay. So
My favorite poker movie is Casino Royale.
that's a damn good poker movie.
It is. I just want Jeffrey Wright to be in the background going, he's got a good hand.
So there's a,
And then you got Marcus who's like, there's 500,000 in the pot.
I'm going to stake you. Jeffrey Wright. I'm going to stake you.
I'm bleeding chips, brother. That's 500 million in the pot.
So 20. So if I bet 1,600 on this Final Jeopardy question and
Yes.
I win, I
Yeah.
get the question correct. I will have 3,200. That's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
1,600 times 2.
Gotcha, baby.
Yeah.
And then it's how are things shake down at the end of that.
Yeah. So if I bet everything and I lose it all, or
if you
I
bet-
have 0,
If you bet 200 and I bet 200 and I win and you don't get it right, you still win. No, then we tie again.
tie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I accidentally picked a scenario where we would tie. What happens then? We fight?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what we have to do.
That's when Alex Trebek walks in and says, well, we're done here.
What would you say if we were going to do top 10 horror movies, your favorite would have been The Thing, right?
Probably.
You know, that's the #1 rated horror movie on Letterboxd.
Is it really?
Is it really?
The Thing.
Wow.
Did you guys see that Sinister was rated like the scariest based on people's heart rates?
It is.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
I mean, I do remember thinking that one was good and enjoying that one.
Dude, it's
I
fantastic.
don't know
went
for
back to
sure
it
that I've
recently.
ever seen Sinister. And that's a
Really?
huge blind spot. If I have, I have no memory of it.
Well, that's the thing about horror movies is that so many of them just have these like spoopy names that don't tell you anything, like Malevolent or Sinister or Malignant. Or
I always get it
fucking
confused with Slither.
Rotten. Yeah. Well, okay. We're gonna go ahead and do the thing.
Let's
do the thing.
let's put this competition to bed. Am I Mr. President or is he Mr. President? We got to find out.
All right then.
All right, so now we got to bet first. I'll type mine out. Steve will just lie later what his was. How about that?
Yeah.
Wait, do we get to hear the question first before we bet?
No, you bet, and then you get the
Really?
Yeah,
That's
you
not
bet
fair.
first. You bet first. You got to be confident in yourself. Spoiler alert, Chris. I'm going all in.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think he's lying. He's going to bet like 100.
I'm going all in, baby.
All right.
I have one rule in life, Chris. One rule, and that rule is go big or go home. All right. And technically, I'm already home, so I don't have to go big, but I'm gonna go big.
All right, I got mine.
Okay.
What are you locking in?
None of your business.
Is it locked in?
Okay.
You don't
Okay.
get to see that. Andy gets to see it.
Okay. Andy's looking.
Okay. Do you want to shut your eyes, Chris, and Steve? You can mouth it to me what you're gonna lock in.
Yeah. All in.
Okay. Your question is, who is the killer in Friday the 13th?
Like the character's name? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm done, baby.
I'm done. Acapella Jeopardy song. Boom, boom.
All right.
Steve, you answer first because if you
Steve,
get it right, I lose.
With the lead, 2,000 points, and you went all in.
All in.
Who is the killer in Friday the 13th?
That's Mrs. Voorhees, Jason's mom.
Nailed it.
That's right, baby. That's
All
right.
right. You both got it.
3,200 to 4,000.
Chris
Steve's the winner.
Also said Mrs. Voorhees with 1,600.
I'll be the challenger next week. I'm your Jeopardy champion.
Okay.
You're now Mr.
Absolutely.
President.
You should call me #1 horror fan.
#1 horror fan.
I am proud of you both. And I'm excited that this went down as well as it did.
Yeah, thanks for the Jeopardy, Andy. Well done. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
I
That's Alan
thought
Tudyk and Knight's Tale.
Steve would not know that it was Mrs. Voorhees.
You knew,
really
baby.
did.
Oh.
I didn't try to throw something at you that like you definitely wouldn't know, but it was like it was supposed to be like a trick question, like obvious it's Jason, but it's not.
After that, that was the twist in the story where I came back knowing the Stephen King thing. That was an epic battle.
Yeah, it wasn't. That was the closest Jeopardy game we've had.
That was actually
I will shake your hand.
Ew.
Yes. That was the limpest
Well
handshake
done.
ever.
It was.
Give
I was
you
like
both
around
a
the
nod
mic.
and a wink,
Fist me.
and I'll fist Chris.
I think that's good. I think that wraps up our horror movie coverage. Do follow us on Twitter at StreamThingPod. Do check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/streamingthings. You can subscribe at a variety of tiers. Right before we recorded this episode, we had a big group hangout with our Discord folks, and we all actually they bought us some Chinese food, which is awesome.
They got Andy a birthday present.
They did.
Oh, they got me a big Heath bouquet, literally a bouquet of Heath bars.
A bouquet
A bouquet of Heath bars.
And a
they got me
canvas
a
photo.
canvas print photo of the three of us.
of me nude. It was weird. I don't know how they got that photo.
I sent it to him.
Oh, thank you. You're
welcome.
Andy loved it. He was like, damn, this is like 36 inches. The canvas.
the canvas. They blew it up times 6.
And then what else can they do? What else? You can email us at streamingthingspod@gmail.com. We're going to go record our House of the Dragon mailbag,
Oh, mailbag.
which you'll probably have heard before that.
No, this is coming out.
This is Halloween.
Yeah, the mailbag.
Baby.
This comes out on Halloween. The mailbag coming out on Wednesday. The mailbag is going to be epic and big. So if you're like, oh man, only a 50-minute episode of Streaming Things on Monday, don't worry. You're probably going to get a longer one on Wednesday.
Don't you fret, Boba Fett, as Steve would say.
When
Don't
you
fret,
guys
Boba
hear
Fett.
this, I'm going to be halfway to fucking 70.
That's true.
Yikes.
35. I'm good at math.
Set you fast.
Welcome to the club, bud.
You're still young, baby. You're still young, baby bird. That's all the time we have right now because Andy's going to die soon. My name is Chris.
I'm dead.
And I'm Steve.
And this was Streaming Things. Happy streaming. It's time for the new patron shout outs. Thank you all.
Well, guys, I've got great news for you. We have new patrons to thank.
Yes.
Well, let's give a shout out to the people who joined up and became members of the Streaming Things family this month. First, in the Try Before You Deny section, we have Stanton and Valerie.
Stanton and Valerie, man, thank you so much. And never forget, just try before you deny, man.
Our new Marty B VIP producers include Ryan Bigger, Maggie, HHS Teacher, Hailey B, Abby Vollmer, Florida Josh, Christopher Corelli, and Alex.
Florida Josh, are you the man that all those articles have been written about?
Next up, we have our chocolate pudding producers. We have Tile, Jillian Sloan, Alex Lembeck, Jennifer Lynn Itzvan, Lauren Hartzier, Morgan Quimby, Ryan J. Poole, Misa McDaniel.
Is that like a Jar Jar
Jar,
Binks thing?
yeah.
I don't
Misa
know.
McDaniel.
Misa give you some Kabongo.
The planet core. Erica Swanson, Courtney Kilpack, Michelle, Katie, Joe Velez, Barry, Jenna, Melanie Bordelone, Alicia Martinez, Isis, Amy S., and Jennifer Hardy. It's not that ISIS. We also have some Friends Don't Lie producers that joined this month. That is Claire Cumming Herrero and Jenna. And then we cannot forget the people who upgraded the Patreon. So these are people who were at lower tiers and decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to shoot for the distance. I'm going to go
make it
higher tier.
rain.
I'm going for speed.
Yeah, they got one of those little guns that shoot dollar bills and they just like shot it right all over us. First up, upgrading to the Try Before You Deny tier, we have Adam Horn.
Welcome, Adam.
He's a longtime contributor, Adam. Thank you so much.
Long time.
Upgrading to the Marty B VIP section because they knew it was so cool. There's a Nina in there. We've got Maria, Ali Ewald, Rachel Malloy, and Tony Dare.
I Tony dare you guys to upgrade further.
Well, one person took you up on that. They upgraded to the chocolate pudding tier, and that is Jenna.
Jenna, welcome and
Jenna.
thank you.
Thank you.
You have found the chocolate pudding much and keep it going, man. Just stay in the family. We need you here.